Hello everyone and welcome back to STW Sports, and today I'm going to be going over the EFL reviews from February 12th until February the 14th. As you can see, we're missing the sign, it fell off the wall and it's not having any of it when I try and put it back on, so very disappointed. I'm still trying to fix the sign currently. Absolutely gutted, but yeah, this video is going to have to be done without it, unfortunately, because I need to get this one done now. So yes, we had Championship League 1 and 2 games, not many games, especially in League 2, but most of the games did stay on, but the weather, of course, terrible last week across the country, freezing cold, and yeah, so I'm going to get straight on with it anyway. We started with the Championship on February the 12th, on Friday, when Blackburn Rovers won, Preston North End 2. Yeah, Preston North End win the Lancashire derby. Very good result for them. 2-1 win. They played very well. 2-0 up. Blackburn pulled a goal back just on half time. Overall, though, a really good win for Preston. I think the chasing pack right now in the playoffs just are not doing it. I mean, everyone just keeps on losing. There's no consistency to the teams just outside, and that's why Bournemouth have been on poor form recently. No one's looking like overtaking them right now, though, and I think that's the worrying thing. As this was a great opportunity for Blackburn, they didn't take it. Yep, they fell to a 2-1 defeat, but as for Preston, they've now got a chance of getting the playoffs, so fair play to them. And moving on to Saturday, the 13th of February, Nottingham Forest 0, AFC Bournemouth 0. This was a little bit of a dull fest, and a game that Forest will be very disappointed they didn't win. I mean, Forest have improved under Chris Hughton since the beginning of 2021. He's finally getting the hang of his team. He's basically just turned them into Brighton from when they were in the Championship, but still, they're doing okay at the moment. As for Bournemouth, this was a really poor performance, and it looks like Thierry Henry might be taking the job. I mean, I don't know how much further that's going to be developed by the time this video is released. But yeah, Nottingham Forest 0-0 with Bournemouth. It was a bit of a dull game, but yeah, a point apiece. Derby County 2, Middlesbrough 1. To be fair to Wayne Rooney, he's doing a very good job right now. He's doing well. I mean, obviously, Frank Lampard started in the same team. Rooney's taken on probably a worse Derby team and ones who are in the relegation zone, well, relegation battle at least. He's doing well at the moment, though. They're getting some big wins, and this was a win against another playoff hopeful who's dropped more points, so very disappointing. But a great result, though, for Derby. 2-1 win. They played really well, actually, and yeah, right now Wayne Rooney is doing very well. Norwich City 4, Stoke City 1. Yep, Stoke's recent form has been poor, but Norwich, they've been on a bit of a drought recently as well. No goals in their last 3 games. 4-1 win. Brilliant stuff for Norwich. Very good performance. Completely outplayed Stoke. They've now done the double over Stoke. Nothing really more to say the fact Norwich completely ran away with this, and it was a very convincing win. Looking like the Norwich who very will likely be playing Premier League football next season. Huddersfield Town 2, Wycombe Wanderers 3. I had to digest that result a little bit then and make sure it was right. Now, look, with all due respect to Wycombe, great result. 2-0 down, 3-2. Wycombe just haven't really been great recently. I mean, they've struggled a lot in the last few months. I mean, it's 1 win in their last 15 games or something. I think they're still done, Wycombe. I don't see them staying up. But look, they're doing okay, though. They're doing the best they can, and 2-0 down here to get a 3-2 win. It's a fantastic result away from home. Brilliant stuff. Their first away win since the November the 4th as well, so very much needed for them. A very good result. So yeah, fair play to the Chairboys. But as for Huddersfield, they've slowly been dragged into a relegation battle all of a sudden. Watford 6, Bristol City 0. I mean, this isn't good. I mean, this was a hammering from Bristol City. They're another team who I had Bristol City to finish 3rd at the start of the season. Unless some minor miracle happens, that is not happening now. In fact, by the time this video goes out, I imagine Dean Holding could even be sacked. But yeah, I mean, humiliating. Watford don't score many goals. They haven't done this season anyway. So to get 6 in 1 game, it kind of says how bad Bristol City really were. But it also says how well Watford played, to be fair to them. Great result, absolutely brilliant. And yeah, the biggest win in the Championship this season, 6-0. Reading 1, Millwall 2. Millwall are slowly starting to find their feet. Very much what I expected from them at the start of the season. A 2-1 win against promotion hopefuls Reading. Very good result. I mean, Reading are currently already in the playoffs. This was a disappointment. They're 1-0 up for a while, but the game just completely turned on its head. And it was a 2-1 win for Millwall. What a result for them. And yeah, we could do them big confidence. And amazingly, Millwall do have a bit of an outside chance of getting the playoffs, believe it or not. So, but yeah, fair play to them. Cardiff City 3, Coventry City 1. Yes, easy for Cardiff this. They completely outplayed Coventry. Coventry are also a team they're right in a relegation battle now. They were safe a couple of weeks ago, but not now. A disappointing 3-1 defeat. Cardiff, though, wow, they're doing very well at the moment. They've gone from 15th to 7th in a matter of weeks, so very good at the moment. And yeah, a very impressive 3-1 win. Birmingham City 0, Luton Town 1. I mean, I don't want to speak much. I speak to a lot of Birmingham fans. I don't want to say much about Aita Karanka's reign right now, but it is not going well. Yeah, 1-0. It was poor. I mean, it was terrible, this performance from Birmingham. And Luton, a very good win for them. I keep saying it. Nathan Jones, fantastic job done this season. Yeah, 1-0 win here. They played very well. They thoroughly deserved the 3 points. But as for Birmingham, terrible, terrible performance. And we moved on to Sunday the 14th of February, Valentine's Day. And Barnsley beat Brentford away from home 2-0. I mean, of course, Barnsley last season beat Brentford on the final day of the season to confirm they'd be a championship club for another season at least. And that win could turn out to be one of the biggest in Barnsley's recent history because they very much kicked on this season and they're doing fantastic. Yet Brentford's 21-match unbeaten run, which stretches back to the middle of October, comes to an end and they lost 2-0 to Barnsley. I mean, that win for Barnsley was so important, but it was so damaging to Brentford. And to be fair to Brentford, they've responded really well. Yeah, but this defeat, though, could go a long way. Brentford, this is going to prove, this is going to see how good their mentality really is. I mean, a defeat that's knocked them back a little bit. This is really going to show them what they're made of now. But yeah, disappointing defeat overall. But yeah, I'm going to go on with Game of the Week. I've gone Huddersfield Town 2, Wycombe Wanderers 3. Very good game. Had a great comeback. Easy choice. Got result of the week, of course. I can't look any further down at Brentford 0, Barnsley 2. There was a couple of results of the week contenders. I can't look away from that one, though. It's got to be that 3-2 win. 2-0 win for Barnsley, at Brentford. Easy. Very good result, and yeah, fantastic performance all round as well. That Chelsea game might have given them a little bit of confidence, even though they lost for the way they played. Top scorer, Ivan Toney with 23 at the time of recording. He might have scored again since, which the video is probably going to go out a bit later in the week. So by the time they've probably played QPR, but still, 23 goals, goal machine this season. What has happened to Ivan Toney? Brilliant stuff, amazing goal scorer. Now we move on to League One, where there was quite a lot of games. Starting with Charlton Athletic 2, Gillingham 3. I mean, if Charlton don't go up this season, I very much think it's going to be the end for Lee Bowyer. They went down last season, quite late in the season. It didn't look like they were going to get relegated, but obviously they did. Gillingham, though, their left-back scored a fantastic volley in this game that's worth watching. I mean, it's absolutely... I'm not sure if that's his left-back, but it was a left-footed volley. It was a brilliant goal. One certainly worth checking out if you haven't seen it yet. Great result for Gillingham. As I mention on this channel every time, they are the most inconsistent team in League One, but when they turn up on days like this and get big away wins, it doesn't really matter. The fans will not care about that. Still an outside chance of the playoffs, but I don't think it'll happen. Hull City 0, MK Dons 1. I don't really know what to make of Hull this season, really. They're doing very well, but they just have these results in them that are just so baffling. I had a 1-0 defeat to Burton Albion last week, and then they go and lose 1-0 at home to MK. I mean, MK Dons are doing much better now than they were, but still, 1-0 win away at Hull. Very unexpected, and yeah, Hull City, if they're trying to win the league, they're not, obviously they're trying to win the league, what I mean? If they're if people think they're going to win the league, they're going to have to start picking up results against teams at the bottom of the table because they're the teams they seem to be slipping up against constantly. But however, great win for MK Dons, take nothing away from them. Sunderland 4, Doncaster Rovers 1. This is the sort of result where I think this is actually quite a surprise, believe it or not. I mean, you wouldn't really think Sunderland beating Doncaster is a shock, but with recent form, I'm going to have to say it is. I mean, I certainly thought Doncaster would get at least a point here, but no, Sunderland completely blew them away, and White scored 4 goals. Charlie White got 4 goals in this game. That guy's a goal machine right now. Having a fantastic season, yeah. 4-1 win for Sunderland. What a result. But as for Doncaster, a major blow for them as they've been in such good form recently. Plymouth Argyle 1, Fleetwood Town 0. I mean, with Fleetwood's recent form and the sacking of Joey Barton, it's really not a surprise. But yeah, 1-0 Plymouth. A good win for them. Their record at home this season has been very good. So yeah, a great result for them and fair play to them. Northampton Town 0, Burton Albion 2. And yeah, of course, Northampton Town are currently managerless, but this result didn't really show any good signs of anyone wanting to take the job because they were absolutely terrible. And Burton Albion, bottom of the league, they're doing better now than Burton Albion. If they can put a good run together. They could stay up, believe it or not. Imagine if they did, that would be crazy. Burton Albion are a team, of course, who've punched above their weight a lot in the last few years, but I do think they will go down. But this is a good win for them, though, away at a relegation rival. Yeah, big result for Burton, and fair play to them. They're starting to do a bit better recently under Hasselbank. Sunday, February the 14th, again, Valentine's Day fixtures. Oxford United 2, Wigan Athletic 1. I mean, Oxford made a lot harder work than this than they should have. They were 1-0 down for the majority of the game, but, I mean, Oxford played well in the end. No, it's a comeback win. It really shows their character. I think Oxford can do it this year. I really do think that, they were so close last season. They've come from nowhere. They were having such a bad season until around about start of December, but they have came from nowhere, and they're right up there right now. So fair play to them. It's very encouraging, and yeah, I hope Oxford do come up. They'd be a breath of fresh air to the Championship. A good win here, but as for Wigan, it is not looking good. Lincoln City 2, Accrington Stanley 2. I mean, I go on about Hull maybe dropping a few points. Lincoln are starting to show a few cracks. There's no shame in drawing to Accrington, though. They're a good team, and they've had a very good season. I mean, they commit to late draw stand. They scored in the last minute, so it's kind of disappointing that Lincoln weren't able to hang on. But fair play to Stanley, though. 2-1 down last minute, still get an equaliser. A good result at a very good Lincoln team. And of course, Lincoln, I'm still thinking they're going to win it right now. The way they're going, even though they drop points here, they're still looking very good. Game of the week, I've gone Charlton 2, Gillingham 3. A very entertaining game, and yeah, fair play, a good result. Result of the week, there was a few of these I could have picked really, but I've gone Hull City 0, MK Dons 1. I mean, it's not really a shock right now when Hull do lose to someone near mid-table to the bottom, but I've got to say this one, I did think it was a shock. And top scorer is Charlie White and Johnson Clark Harris, both on 17 goals. And now we move on to League 2, where there was 3 games. So I'm not going to do my whole game of the week, top scorer and goal of the week, but yeah. I'm instead just going to go with the 3 games that were on. So we started on Saturday the 13th of February, Cambridge United 0, Southend United 0. It really wasn't a great game, and Cambridge were very sloppy. To be fair to Southend, they've had a lease of life recently, and they've done very well. Massively struggled financially at the start of the season, and it looked for me like they were going down. I mean, they were playing that badly. I never saw a way back, but to be fair to them, they've done well, and they got a 0-0 draw here, and Cambridge were poor, to be honest, but it's a good result for Southend. It's a better point for them. Bolton Wanderers 1, Stevenage 0. I always love seeing Bolton win. I just do that. I'm like their fan in League 2. I have such a soft spot for them. A 1-0 win here, and they had 10 men as well for a bit of the game, but they managed to hold on. Fair play to them. Good result for Bolton. I mean, I kind of thought Bolton would win this, but I think Bolton, mid-table for me, beckons for them right now. As I predicted at the start of the season, I think they won't get relegated. I never really was convinced they would, but mid-table, still getting used to a new team, and it's starting to click slightly, so let's see how it goes. And then Sunday the 14th, a game that was postponed on Saturday, so was moved to Sunday. Colchester United 2, Mansfield Town 2. I mean, Mansfield Town just draw all the time. I mean, they drew half their games. They're like Gillingham in League 2, basically. 2-2 draw here. It wasn't a bad game, to be fair. I mean, it was quite a very good game, actually. But this would be my game of the week by a mile in League 2, because there was only 3 games, and the other 2 produced 1 goal. But still, good result, though, for... Yeah, a good result, I'd say, for Mansfield. They've certainly picked up their form, but Colchester aren't doing so well either. So, I mean, COVID's called that many games off in League 2 or the weather that the fixtures are all over the place. Some teams have 3 or 4 games in hand. It's all a bit crazy, but look, there's nothing we can do about that. This game is probably a better result for Mansfield with it being away from home, I'd say. But yeah, anyway, that is a wrap on my EFL reviews from February 12th until February the 14th. I'm not sure what day this video is going to go out, but... yes, whenever it does, that is my results. And then, if there were any more results in the week, please bear with, because, I always do them on my website. But yeah, thank you very much for listening anyway, everyone. And yes, I will see you soon. And hopefully I'll have a sign back soon as well. So yes, see you soon. Thank you.